Diff'rent Strokes TV series, 1978-1986, remains one of television's most beloved sitcoms, capturing hearts with its humor warmth and powerful messages about family and acceptance. The show followed the lives of Arnold and Willis Jackson, two brothers from Harlem, adopted by the wealthy Mr. Drummond, and became a cultural phenomenon of the late 70s and 80s. Decades later, fans still remember the laughter catchphrases and unforgettable moments that define the series. But what happened to the cast after the cameras stopped rolling? Join us as we look back at the talented actors of Diff'rent Strokes, their lives, careers, and where they are now, revealing the incredible journeys behind one of TV's most iconic families. Dana Plato portrayed Kimberly Drummond in Diff'rent Strokes, 1978, when she was 14 years old, embodying the sweet, caring, and sometimes naive daughter of wealthy widower Philip Drummond. As the only biological child in the family, Kimberly served as a loving sister to her adopted brothers Arnold and Willis, helping them adjust to their new lives while learning her own lessons about compassion and equality. Her character represented the open-mindedness of a new generation, unafraid to question social norms and embrace diversity. Over time, Kimberly's storylines dealt with teenage issues such as peer pressure, dieting, and personal identity, adding emotional realism to the sitcom's humor. Plato's natural warmth and charm made Kimberly relatable and beloved by viewers. However, her off-screen life was far more turbulent. After leaving the show in 1984, she struggled to find steady work and battled addiction and financial difficulties. Despite her attempts to revive her career through low-budget films and appearances, she never escaped the shadow of child stardom. Her personal hardships became tabloid fodder in the 1990s. Dana Plato tragically died on May 8, 1989, at the age of 34 from an overdose of prescription drugs, a sad ending that underscored the pressures faced by many young stars of her era. Conrad Bain portrayed Philip Drummond in Diff'rent Strokes, 1978, when he was 55 years old, bringing kindness, dignity, and calm authority to the role of a wealthy New York businessman who adopts two young African-American brothers, Arnold and Willis Jackson, after the death of their mother. Mr. Drummond served as the show's moral center, representing fairness, patience, and compassion in a world often divided by class and race. Through his gentle humor and fatherly wisdom, he bridged generational and cultural gaps, making him one of television's most enduring father figures. Bain's natural warmth allowed viewers to believe in the sincerity of Drummond's love for his adopted sons, turning the sitcom into both entertainment and a social message about unity and acceptance. Beyond Diff'rent Strokes, Bain enjoyed a distinguished career on stage and screen, previously starring as Dr. Arthur Harmon in Mond 1972-1978. A Canadian-born actor, he also served in World War II before pursuing theater, where his intelligence and precision earned critical respect. In his personal life, he was married to Monica Sloan from 1945 until her passing in 2009, and together they had 3 children. Known for his grace and humility, Bain was admired by his co-stars and audiences alike. Conrad Bain passed away on January 14, 2013 in Livermore, California, at the age of 89 from natural causes. Todd Bridges portrayed Willis Jackson in Diff'rent Strokes, 1978, when he was 13 years old, giving depth and authenticity to the character of Arnold's older brother. Willis was strong-willed, loyal, and sometimes rebellious, serving as both protector and guide for his younger sibling as they adjusted to life in the affluent world of Mr. Drummond's Park Avenue penthouse. Through Willis, the series explored teenage issues like identity, belonging, and peer pressure, while tackling broader social themes with humor and sensitivity. Bridges' chemistry with Gary Coleman created a believable brotherly bond that helped define the show's emotional appeal. After the series ended, Bridges faced personal struggles, including legal troubles and addiction, but he later rebuilt his life and career, becoming an advocate for recovery and positive change. He appeared in numerous television projects such as Everybody Hates Chris, and became a motivational speaker and author, sharing his story of redemption. A former child star who endured hardship yet found renewal, Bridges remains a respected figure for his resilience. Todd Bridges was born on May 27, 1965, and as of 2025, he is 60 years old. Danny Cooksey joined Diff'rent Strokes in 1984 as Sam McKinney, when he was 9 years old, playing the red-haired, freckle-faced boy who was adopted by Mr. Drummond in the later seasons. Sam's arrival brought new energy to the show after Arnold and Willis had grown older, and his interactions with Arnold created many of the series' funniest and most heartwarming moments. Sam was innocent, curious, and sometimes mischievous, embodying the optimistic spirit that defined the show's family dynamic. Cooksey's natural comedic talent made him instantly popular with audiences, and he transitioned smoothly from child actor to adult performer. After Diff'rent Strokes, he appeared in numerous television shows and movies including Terminator 2, Judgment Day, 1991, and Salute Your Shorts, while also becoming a successful voice actor in animated series such as Tiny Toon Adventures and The Legend of Tarzan. Known for his distinctive voice and musical skills, Cooksey also pursued a career in country and rock music. Danny Cooksey was born on November 2, 1975, and as of 2025, he is 50 years old. Gary Coleman played Arnold Jackson in Diff'rent Strokes, 1978, when he was just 10 years old, instantly captivating audiences with his charm's sharp wit and expressive face. Arnold, the younger of the two adopted brothers, became the heart of the series through his innocence and mischievous humor. Particularly his iconic line, "What you talkin' bout?" Bout Willis. Beneath his playful personality, Arnold represented the optimism and resilience of childhood, and his relationship with Mr. Drummond. And Willis reflected the sitcom's themes of family beyond blood. Coleman's performance carried a blend of humor and heart that defined the show's identity and turned him into one of television's most recognizable child stars. Off-screen, however, his life was marked by challenges. Suffering from a congenital kidney disease that stunted his growth, Coleman faced serious health problems throughout his life. Despite starring in films like On the Right Track, 1981, and guesting on numerous series, he struggled with financial difficulties and legal disputes as an adult. His later years were overshadowed by personal struggles, yet his contribution to pop culture remains unforgettable. Gary Coleman died on May 28, 2010 at the age of 42 from a brain hemorrhage following a fall at his home in Utah. Jo Catlett joined Diff'rent Strokes in 1982 as Pearl Gallagher when she was 44 years old, bringing a new burst of warmth and humor to the Drummond household. Pearl, the housekeeper who replaced Mrs. Garrett, was known for her big heart, quick wit, and no-nonsense attitude. She balanced discipline with affection, becoming a comforting maternal figure to the children, and often providing wise advice to Mr. Drummond. Catlett's comedic timing and cheerful personality revitalized the later seasons of the show, keeping it grounded in family values. Beyond Diff'rent Strokes, Catlett enjoyed a long and varied career in television film and stage with notable roles in Mr. Belvedere General Hospital and as the beloved voice of Mrs. Puff in SpongeBob SquarePants. A versatile character actress, she earned acclaim for her ability to move between comedy and heartfelt emotion with ease. Known for her kindness and professionalism, she continues to be respected in the entertainment industry for her enduring dedication. Jo Catlett was born on September 2, 1938, and as of 2025, she is 87 years old. Nedra Volz appeared in Diff'rent Strokes in 1980 as Adelaide Brubaker when she was 72 years old, portraying the sharp-tongued yet tender-hearted housekeeper who replaced Mrs. Garrett in the Drummond household. Adelaide was known for her witty comebacks, grandmotherly warmth, and no-nonsense attitude, quickly winning over both the characters and the audience. Though she only appeared for a few seasons, Volz's portrayal added a humorous and heartfelt dimension to the show, proving that wisdom and spunk can coexist in the same character. Her timing and expressive face made her a standout presence in every scene. Beyond Diff'rent Strokes, Volz enjoyed a prolific career as a beloved character actress in television and film, appearing in the Dukes of Hazzard, Alice Moving Violations, and even music videos during the 1980s. Her talent for playing elderly women with humor and sass made her a familiar and endearing face to audiences for decades. Despite starting her Hollywood career late in life, she became a pop culture favorite. Nedra Volz passed away on January 20, 2003 at the age of 94 from Alzheimer's disease, leaving behind a legacy of laughter and charm. Shavar Ross joined Diff'rent Strokes in 1980 as Dudley Ramsey when he was 9 years old, playing Arnold Jackson's loyal best friend and partner in mischief. Cheerful, curious, and full of energy, Dudley often found himself swept up in Arnold's humorous yet meaningful adventures. Despite being a lighthearted character, Dudley also appeared in some of the show's more serious and educational storylines, including one that addressed the importance of safety and trust, which became one of the series' most memorable moments. Ross's natural chemistry with Gary Coleman and his effortless comedic timing made him a fan favorite, symbolizing true friendship and moral growth. After Diff'rent Strokes, he continued acting in Family Matters, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and Friday the 13th. A new beginning before transitioning into writing, directing, and producing. He later founded a small production company and became a youth mentor and pastor, encouraging young artists to pursue positive, faith-driven goals. As of 2025, Shavar Ross is 54 years old. Gordon Jump appeared in Diff'rent Strokes in 1983 as Mr. Horton, when he was 51 years old, portraying the seemingly friendly bicycle shop owner, who turns out to be a child predator in one of the series' most shocking and socially important two-part episodes. His chilling performance in The Bicycle Man became a milestone in television history, as the show tackled child abuse with unflinching honesty and responsibility. Jump's portrayal of Mr. Horton was deeply unsettling, yet critically acclaimed for its courage in addressing a taboo topic on a family sitcom. Beyond this memorable role, Jump was widely loved for his warm comedic presence as station manager Arthur Carlson in WKRP in Cincinnati, 1978-1982, and later as the Maytag repairman in national commercials. His career spanned television, film, and voice acting marked by kindness and professionalism. Off-screen, he was married twice and known for his gentle personality, which contrasted with his rare villainous roles. Gordon Jump passed away on September 22, 2003, at the age of 71 from pulmonary fibrosis, remembered as a talented and compassionate performer who used his craft to educate as well as entertain. Charlotte Rae portrayed Edna Garrett in Diff'rent Strokes 1978 when she was 52 years old, bringing warmth, humor, and wisdom to her role as the Drummond family's beloved housekeeper. Mrs. Garrett was the compassionate heart of the household patient, nurturing and always ready with sound advice or a gentle scolding when needed. Her down-to-earth character helped shape the moral lessons that defined the show's family dynamic. Ray's performance resonated so deeply with audiences that her character was spun off into her own successful series, The Facts of Life, where she became a mother figure to a group of teenage girls at a boarding school. Beyond television, Ray enjoyed a rich career on stage and in film, earning both Emmy and Tony nominations for her versatility and musical talent. Off-screen, she was known for her warmth, intelligence, and resilience in the face of personal challenges. Charlotte Rae passed away on August 5, 2018 at the age of 92 after a courageous battle with bone cancer, leaving behind a legacy of grace, humor, and heartfelt storytelling. Janet Jackson joined Diff'rent Strokes in 1980 as Charlene Dupre when she was 14 years old, captivating audiences with her warmth, poise, and natural charisma. Charlene Willis Jackson's thoughtful and kind-hearted girlfriend quickly became a fan favorite. She was grounded, intelligent, and compassionate, often serving as the moral compass in Willis's teenage life. Their relationship portrayed one of television's earliest positive depictions of young black love, presented with sincerity and respect. Charlene's gentle humor and maturity brought emotional balance to the show, offering viewers relatable lessons about friendship, trust, and self-respect. Janet Jackson's performance revealed her innate star quality. She possessed a quiet confidence that made every scene memorable. After leaving the show, she transformed from a talented teen actress into one of the most influential figures in global entertainment. With her groundbreaking albums Control 1986, Rhythm Nation 1814, 1989, and Janet 1993, she redefined pop and R&B music, blending empowerment with style and rhythm. Her innovative music videos and socially conscious themes inspired generations of artists. As an actress, she starred in Poetic Justice 1993 and Why Did I Get Married 2007, showcasing emotional depth and versatility. Honored with Grammy Awards MTV Icon recognition and an induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, she remains a symbol of strength and artistic evolution. As of 2025, Janet Jackson is 59 years old. Stephen Mond joined Diff'rent Strokes in 1980 as Robbie Jason when he was 9 years old, playing one of Arnold's close school friends. Robbie was bright, funny, and mischievous, often getting into trouble alongside Arnold and Dudley. Though his role was recurring, he contributed to some of the show's most relatable school-based storylines, capturing the lighthearted spirit of childhood friendship that balanced the series' deeper themes. Mond's natural delivery and charisma made him a memorable presence despite limited screen time. Outside of Diff'rent Strokes, he appeared in the hit miniseries The Final Battle 1984 and a few other television projects before stepping away from acting to focus on education and a professional career outside Hollywood. Known for his intelligence and modesty, he later became a mathematics teacher, earning admiration for his dedication to students. His journey from child actor to educator reflects maturity and balance rarely seen among former child stars. As of 2025, Stephen Mond is 54 years old. Dodie Goodman appeared in Diff'rent Strokes in 1981 as Aunt Sophia Drummond when she was 67 years old, bringing her trademark wit, eccentric charm, and comedic brilliance to the role. Aunt Sophia was portrayed as Philip Drummond's lively and unconventional sister, a woman full of flair, spontaneity, and a slightly mischievous energy that disrupted the usually calm Drummond household. Her character added a spark of humor and unpredictability, reminding viewers that family comes in all forms and that love often comes with laughter. Goodman's comedic timing and unique voice made her a standout, even in brief appearances. Before joining Diff'rent Strokes, she had already built a celebrated career in stage, film, and television. Known for her work on The Tonight Show and her role as the zany secretary Millie Helper on the Mary Tyler Moore Show spin-off, Mary Hartman, Mary Hartman. Goodman's offbeat comedic style and distinctive voice also led to success in voice acting, most notably as Miss Miller in Alvin and the Chipmunks. A gifted dancer and Broadway performer, she appeared in numerous productions throughout her career. Known in Hollywood for her kindness and eccentric humor, she remained active in entertainment well into her later years. Dodie Goodman passed away on June 22, 2008 at the age of 93 from natural causes, leaving behind a legacy as one of television's most endearing comedic personalities. Maryanne Mobley joined Diff'rent Strokes in 1980 as Maggie McKinney Drummond when she was 43 years old, stepping into the beloved sitcom with elegance, intelligence, and charm. As the warm-hearted television reporter who became Philip Drummond's wife, Maggie represented modern womanhood balancing career ambitions with deep compassion for her new family. Her character brought a new chapter of love and stability to the Drummond household, becoming a mother figure to Arnold and Willis while maintaining her own independent spirit. Mobley portrayed Maggie with grace and optimism, blending humor with emotional sincerity that resonated with audiences. Taking over the role from Dixie Carter, she offered a softer yet equally strong interpretation, grounding the later seasons in maturity and warmth. Off-screen, Mobley's life was just as remarkable. Crowned Miss America 1959, she used her fame to launch a successful career in film and television, appearing alongside Elvis Presley in Girl Happy 1965 and Harem Scarum 1965. She also made guest appearances in Perry Mason Mission Impossible and Love American Style. Beyond acting, she was known for her humanitarian spirit, supporting health and children's charities across the world. Married to actor Gary Collins from 1967 until his death in 2012, their marriage was admired for its longevity and mutual respect. Maryanne Mobley passed away on December 9, 2014, at the age of 77 from breast cancer, remembered as a woman of grace, beauty, and kindness, whose legacy transcended Hollywood glamour. Kim Fields joined Diff'rent Strokes in 1979 as Dorothy Tootie Ramsey when she was 10 years old, bringing youthful enthusiasm, warmth, and charm to every scene. Tootie was cheerful, curious, and often seen roller skating through the halls of Eastland School, where her best friend was Kimberly Drummond. Fields' performance was full of heart-making Tootie, both innocent and wise beyond her years. Her natural comedic rhythm and expressive energy helped shape the tone of the early crossover episodes that led to The Facts of Life 1979, the successful spin-off, in which Fields became one of the main stars. As Tootie, she grew up before audiences' eyes, tackling themes of adolescence, friendship, and personal growth with honesty and humor. After The Facts of Life, Fields transitioned into adult roles, starring as Regine Hunter in the hit 1990s sitcom Living Single, where she showcased sharp comedic timing and sophistication. Her directing career also flourished with credits in Kenan and Kel, Tyler Perry's Meet the Browns, and House of Pain. Beloved by fans for her talent and authenticity, Fields remains a respected figure in television, continuing to act and direct in both comedy and drama. As of 2025, Kim Fields is 56 years old. Jason Hervey appeared in Diff'rent Strokes in 1985 as Charlie when he was 13 years old, portraying one of Sam McKinney's lively and mischievous school friends. Charlie was cheeky, full of humor, and often found himself in comical situations that reflected the everyday challenges of growing up. Though his role was brief, Hervey's animated performance helped bring fresh energy to the show's later episodes, complementing the younger cast and lightening the tone. His natural comedic instinct and expressive personality made him instantly recognizable, paving the way for a flourishing acting career in the years that followed. Soon after Diff'rent Strokes, Hervey gained lasting fame as Wayne Arnold, the teasing yet ultimately caring older brother in the Wonder Years. 1988-1993, a role that became one of television's most iconic portrayals of adolescent sibling rivalry. His work earned critical praise for balancing humor with heartfelt realism. He also appeared in Pee-wee's Big Adventure, Back to the Future, and numerous TV movies during the 1980s and early 1990s. As he matured, Hervey successfully transitioned behind the camera, working as a television producer and entertainment executive on projects ranging from sports documentaries to reality series. His entrepreneurial drive and creative insight have kept him active in Hollywood for decades. Known for his humor and professionalism, Jason Hervey remains both a nostalgic figure and a respected contributor to modern entertainment. As of 2025, he is 53 years old. Rhoda Gemignani appeared in Diff'rent Strokes in 1981 as Mrs. Valenti when she was 42 years old, portraying a friendly and well-meaning neighbor who often interacted with the Drummond household. Her character brought a touch of neighborhood realism to the show, representing the everyday adults surrounding Arnold and Willis's privileged but socially conscious world. Gemignani's comedic delivery and expressive personality made her scenes memorable even in smaller roles. Her guest appearance on Diff'rent Strokes was one of many throughout a prolific television career, as she became a recognizable face in American sitcoms. She later appeared in The Jeffersons, Seinfeld, Friends, and Mad About You, often playing warm, motherly, or slightly eccentric characters that showcased her natural humor. A versatile actress with decades of steady work, Gemignani built a reputation for reliability and comedic timing, working well into the 2000s. Off-screen, she maintained a private life known more for her professionalism than celebrity. As of 2025, Rhoda Gemignani is 86 years old and remains appreciated by classic TV fans for her enduring contributions to sitcom history. Rosalind Chao appeared in Diff'rent Strokes in 1981 as Miss Chung Lee when she was 24 years old, showcasing her elegance and intelligence in the role of a poised professional teacher who guided Arnold and his classmates with patience and insight. Though her time on the show was brief, Chao's character stood out for breaking stereotypes of Asian women in American television. During that era, portrayed as confident, articulate, and independent. Her presence in the series reflected Diff'rent Strokes' effort to bring cultural diversity and realism to its storytelling. Rosalind Chao went on to enjoy a long and distinguished acting career, gaining international recognition for her roles as Keiko O'Brien in Star Trek The Next Generation and Star Trek Deep Space Nine, and as Rose in the acclaimed film The Joy Luck Club, 1993. She also appeared in Mulan 2020, The Laundromat 2019, and The High Note 2020, demonstrating her range across genres. Known for her grace and quiet strength, she has earned respect as one of Hollywood's pioneering Asian American actresses. Beyond acting, Chao is admired for her advocacy for better representation and inclusivity in film and television. As of 2025, Rosalind Chao is 68 years old. Joanna Gleason joined Diff'rent Strokes in 1979 as Morgan Winslow when she was 29 years old, portraying a sophisticated and self-assured woman who added intelligence and balance to the show's adult ensemble. Morgan Winslow was polished, articulate, and career-driven, reflecting the growing presence of modern independent women on television at the time. Gleason's natural poise and nuanced acting brought depth to the role even in her brief screen time, making Morgan a memorable presence in the early seasons. Outside of Diff'rent Strokes, Gleason's career flourished both on stage and screen. She gained Broadway acclaim, winning a Tony Award for Best Actress in a musical for Into the Woods 1988, where she originated the role of the baker's wife. Her television and film work includes Boogie Nights 1997, The Wedding Planner 2001, and The West Wing. Known for her wit, intelligence, and emotional authenticity, she has also directed and taught acting, earning deep respect within the performing arts community. In her personal life, Gleason married actor Chris Sarandon in 1994, and the two have been long admired for their creative partnership. As of 2025, Joanna Gleason is 75 years old and continues to be celebrated for her enduring artistry and theatrical excellence. Leonard Bremen appeared in Diff'rent Strokes in 1980 as Mr. Newhouse when he was 65 years old, portraying a stern yet fair authority figure whose interactions with Arnold and Willis often involved lessons about responsibility and honesty. Mr. Newhouse represented the show's moral core in episodes dealing with school and discipline, adding realism to its otherwise lighthearted tone. Bremen's deep voice and commanding presence made him a natural fit for roles of authority, whether as a teacher boss or police officer. Before Diff'rent Strokes, he had an extensive career in both film and television, appearing in The Producers 1967, Barney Miller, and The Odd Couple. A seasoned character actor, Bremen was respected for his professionalism and versatility, seamlessly moving between comedy and drama. Off-screen, he was known as a private, thoughtful man who enjoyed a long career in the entertainment industry without seeking fame. Leonard Bremen passed away on March 21, 1986, at the age of 70, remembered as one of those dependable, talented performers who gave television its quiet strength and credibility through decades of work. McLean Stevenson appeared in Diff'rent Strokes in 1979 as Larry Alder, when he was 52 years old, portraying a compassionate, mild-mannered radio talk show host who befriends the Drummond family. His character was warm, patient, and full of gentle humor, offering fatherly advice and a sense of understanding that mirrored Stevenson's real-life persona. Larry represented the kind of adult figure who treated Arnold and Willis with respect, helping them navigate life's challenges with empathy. Although his role was brief, Stevenson's performance left an impression thanks to his easy charm and calm authority. Before this, he was already a household name for his iconic portrayal of Lieutenant Colonel Henry Blake in MASH, 1972-1975, a role that earned him a Golden Globe and an Emmy nomination. His decision to leave MASH led to one of television's most emotional moments, his character's tragic death. Stevenson later starred in several sitcoms, including Hello, Larry, which crossed over with Diff'rent Strokes but never reached the same success. Known for his wit and kindness off-screen, Stevenson also appeared in talk shows and game shows, remaining a beloved television figure. He passed away on February 15, 1996, at the age of 68 from a heart attack, leaving behind a legacy of warmth and laughter. Who is your favorite character from Diff'rent Strokes? How do you feel knowing that some cast members are no longer with us? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoy this type of content, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications to stay updated. We appreciate your support and are glad to have you as part of our community.